I was taking a little break. I was going down to Atlanta to go visit my sister for her 40th birthday party. And it was a really, really good time. I got funny stories from my trip to Atlanta. So part of my anxiety, and if you guys are frequent listeners of the show, y'all know that I'm very open about my anxiety. Part of my anxiety when flying is getting to the airport 2 hours before I'm supposed to board, not before the flight takes off, before I'm supposed to board. I don't care how smooth sailing check-in goes. No, I don't have TSA pre-check. No, I don't have clear. I won't get those. I'm just going to stick with the regular check-in because I never have a problem. There's never any long wait. But I know the one time I do decide not to go 2 hours early is going to be the time that I miss my flight. So, hey, I like to be there early, but everybody was joking on me about that. They're like, what are you going to do the whole time that you're sitting in the airport? Drink. That's what I'm going to do the whole time I'm sitting in the airport. There is nothing better to me than that airport drink. There's nothing better to me than that flight, that the drink on the flight. I like drinking. Okay, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, this is no secret. I like drinking, and I like to have myself a little airport drink. Do I wish they were cheaper? Yes, I do. But I did find out on Southwest flights, the tequilas are extremely cheap, only $9. And for some of y'all living in, different areas, $9 for a tequila might seem kind of expensive to you. But routinely here in the DC area, a tequila drink is $15 and above. So if I can get a $9 drink on a flight, I'm going to jump at it because I damn sure was paying more than $9 a drink while I was at the bar waiting at the airport. But I have anxiety when flying, not the actual flying part of missing my flight. So I get there early and everybody was joking me about it, but I don't really care. I'm comfortable with it and it doesn't even matter to them. What does me getting early to the airport have to do with anybody else? Unless you ride with me. And guess what? If you ride with me, we're going to have a good time because I didn't accidentally, but I definitely did get lit on the plane. So this was my whole process. My flight was at 3 something, right? So I was going to get there at 1. I was done with work well before 12. So I jumped in the shower, did a shave and everything like that. Got my finished packing because I didn't pack until that morning. And I had to pack 17 pairs of drawers, even though I'm only going there for 3 days, just because I might accidentally poop myself. I don't know why we pack so many pairs of drawers. We just do. And I'm not the only one who does it. But I decided to take a shot before I left my place. Now I'm taking the bus and the metro to the airport because I'm riding right out of DCA. It's not that far from my house. It's about 15, 20 minutes. And I did not feel like spending $20 on an Uber ride. Why? Because I knew that I was going to be spending $20 plus on drinks at the airport. So I took the bus because the bus is free. I took the metro because that's only $2. I was there within 40 minutes, right? It doesn't take me that long. The only problem is that I took a shot before I left and then I decided to take a roadie. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do y'all know what a roadie is? If you don't know, I'm going to explain it to you. A roadie is a drink that you take for the road. I'm often having a drink on the road because I'm never driving. So it's always in a Gatorade bottle or in a seltzer bottle that I got a little gimmick. A gimmick is tequila. So I put 2 shots in the bottle because I figured it might take me an hour, depending on when the buses run and when the metros run for me to get to the airport. So, 2 shots an hour, that's pretty reasonable for a guy that's 6'4", 240 pounds. Like that's not that big of a deal. The problem is I didn't forget, but it didn't dawn on me that I actually had a shot before I poured my roadie, and it only took me 40 minutes to get to the airport. So let's just say I'm not lit, but I'm definitely feeling it. But I get through the checkpoint, no problem. And I mean, I checked, the bag was easy to check, get to the checkpoint. Now, Southwest is on a different part of DC-8. Friend of mine told me, hey, it's in a different terminal. It's like a mile and a half to get there. I said, man, what's a mile and a half to a player? I didn't say those words exactly, but I said, what's a mile and a half to me? right? I walk miles every day when I go for my little daily walks. It's typically 3 miles a day. Ain't no big deal for me to walk to the other terminal if it's a mile away. He said, you're going to know you're heading in the right direction because you're going to see a museum. I said, excuse me, a museum in the airport? Sure enough, as I was walking to that terminal, because I had to get directions from somebody at the airport to get there, I did see a museum. And it did take a mile long walk, which was good because I kind of sobered up a little bit. So that was the long part of the check-in. Once I got to the terminal, it was check the bag, get through the security, boom, I'm on my way. And I decide to stop up at this bar and get a drink. If you like that clip, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to catch up on all of our latest content. Don't forget to hit the notifications button when you do subscribe so you can get updated every time we release content. We release content every day, whether it's an actual show or clips from the shows. So go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. Also, don't forget our Patreon page where you can find our Talking Straight-ish and After Hours Uncensored episodes. That's patreon.com/Unsolicited Perspectives. But once again, thank you again for listening to Unsolicited Perspectives. I'm your host, Bruce Anthony, and I'm going to catch you next time. I'll holla.